the most gratifying part of this?
Our resilience, our ability to stay with it. It was a back and forth game. Both teams were making runs, and we executed down the stretch really well. Some really good execution offensively, and then Alex came up with a huge block at the end. And we rebounded well tonight. So like we focused the game, that we controlled the boards much better, and our passing was terrific.
Is part of what made this win a good one, especially good one, that so many people contributed, especially the three rookies in crunch time?
Yeah, it was everybody. We just talked about that in the locker room. It was contributions up and down the rosters. We had guys in foul trouble, so we had to change up the lineups. Guys stepped up at different points. Everybody contributed, and then obviously we played really well down the stretch.
What do you think that Keyshawn's threes and really the willingness to shoot those in those key moments showed?
Shows you the mental toughness that he has. Like, he hadn't had a great scoring game early. I don't know if he had scored before going into the fourth, maybe. Had some foul trouble, and this shows you the game's never perfect. But if you stay with it and stick with it, the game can turn, and he turned it big time in the fourth. Really, really proud of him.
To have won this game despite the free throw disparity?
Didn't notice.
Yeah,
You talked about the resiliency. With as many players, especially in the first half, that you had in foul trouble, knowing that it was not going to be the type of finish it was, the back and forth, needing all types of different lineups, what does it say about what you have been building towards, especially with the consistency that you saw from them fighting tonight?
This guy's just stepped up. Like, no one was, supporting each other, supporting your teammates. Whoever's out there, let's get this done. That's the stuff that how you build when the games, like I said, like, there are games that you have throughout the season that's going to be, you get a tough call, you get in foul trouble, you maybe not shooting the ball well, maybe you need your teammate to pick you up for a little bit. Then you do it for your teammate. You pick them up when the time comes, when your time comes back around. I thought we did that really well tonight. I love that. That's really what team's about, is that you share in your experiences, and they really bonded with each other to fight through. Hey, I got you. Got you a couple minutes rest. You come back, that type of thing. And guys just stepped up when their opportunity was there. It's great.
I spoke with Corey this morning about the rebounding, more so asking him about just the way he, Bub, and Justin rebound as guards. But within his answer to me, he had mentioned how important it is for you all as a team when the threes are not consistently falling the way that you would like them to, what those offensive rebounds can do for you guys on second chance opportunities. Do you feel like tonight was one of those nights where it afforded you guys the opportunity to have more possessions succeeding to the win?
For sure. We got some key ones there late. I think we got a key one right in the last minute or so that led to some free throws. That's why offensive rating is so important. It gives you another chance to score, another chance to settle down and get a shot up on the rim. I thought we did a great job on the backboard tonight.
We haven't seen too much emotion from Alex this season, but on that second block, the one that you successfully challenged, the out of bounds on, we got to see a little bit of emotion from him. Is that kind of the growth that we're starting to see him, not just what he does on the floor, but kind of showing who he is as a person on the floor as well too?
Everybody's channels had their energy in different ways. I love that he celebrated a defensive play. It wasn't just an offensive play. Like, that's winning stuff. That's a winning play he made, and he wanted to be excited about that. That's great, because like we wanted to anchor our defense, and that was a big play he made down the stretch.
Brian, what was your rationale to devote the vast majority of the guard minutes to Keyshawn, Bub, Marcus in the fourth quarter, and not play Jordan as much in the fourth quarter?
Jordan got in some foul trouble. I was just going with the rhythm of the game. We did bring him back late with under 2 minutes to go. And they're going to guard Jordan. Like, with some of those baskets we kind of spaced him out, and they're face guarding him. So we got some easy baskets. It was just the rhythm of the game. We were mixing and matching lineups all night, and we just felt like that was a good rhythm we had with that group on both ends of the floor. But we did bring him back late for offense to space the court, and that helped us because we got some easy baskets. Alex got a couple dunks because of it.
As well as the young guys played tonight, particularly down the stretch, how important was it to have a couple, actually 3 veterans who played significant minutes tonight?
Yeah, those guys have been great. They make, when we're on runs, they know how to stop runs. They make big defensive plays. They can help us get organized on offense. They bring a confidence to our team. They've brought that, all of them. And I thought Corey was, played a really good game tonight too, so you can count him as a mini veteran, I guess. Those guys were terrific.
From an offensive standpoint down the stretch, you guys had really great ball movement. What was it that was putting you guys in that position to, one, get the ball movement, but two, get the shots that you guys were looking for?
I feel like we had a different sense of urgency, like in really focusing on moving the ball. Like, it was one of the pillars for today. I feel like last game we got a little stagnant, and that's why we didn't score as many points. So we had a sense of urgency in our game plan.
Knowing how chippy Tuesday's game was, and you're playing the exact same team just a couple of nights later, how do you channel that mindset but not put it in a position where you guys are risking not being on the floor, being there for your team, but channeling it in a positive way to get the outcome you want?
Yeah, it's a mix of like discipline and individual pride. I'd say yet again, that was also one of our pillars for today. It was because of, like you said, how the last game was. We knew what we were getting into, and we knew that we couldn't take it there again, but we knew we still had to keep our same intensity. So really discipline and, like I said, making sure the guy in front of us isn't going to win the battle today.
What made this win as gratifying as it was? I mean, what made this win special?
It's my mom's birthday.
It is?
Yeah,
Was she here?
Yeah, she was.
Awesome.
And my aunt, she's a twin, so it was their birthday.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, for sure. But other than, like, team-wise, I guess they good. Like, they won a game too, I guess, but it was special because we just lost to them, like you said. We kind of treat back-to-backs with, when we play the same team back-to-back, we kind of treat them as like playoff series. So it was kind of big to bounce back in our mini playoff series that we call them.
And for you young guys to each have key moments down the stretch, how much did that show that all the work you guys have been putting in on and off the court is starting to pay off? Yeah,
it's kind of speaking for itself. Like you said, we work on those shots. We know that we're capable of making shots in close games and big moments. Our coaches give us the confidence. They instill the confidence in us to take those shots, and we made them today.